Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we are working on our third video for our 2012 Rockwood rehab project, and today we're going to finally get to summarizing all of the plumbing and stuff and hope everything works, because we have not tested anything there yet. Alrighty, first off, so you can see I'm not joking, this red tag is still on here. It came home from the auction for the water heater, so open this up. All right, well, yeah, I need one of these. So basically this is a, forget the actual name for it, but instead of just being a plug for your water heater, it goes into your tank heater, and this metal is eaten away by the process of life, and instead of eating your water heater and your plumbing, it just eats away this metal, and you can replace it when it needs to be replaced. And clearly it needs to be replaced now, so we're just going to put it in here for the moment to make sure the system holds water, and then I'll go down to the RV store and pick up a new one of these. I'll have to go up to the garage and find a proper wrench for that, socket for that, but looks like we have no bees in here yet. That's a good thing. And let's wander around to the back of the camper. Alrighty, here we've got a couple of hose spigots. This one may be for winterizing. I'll have to go look, or sanitizing. This one definitely is for city water. You can see it. This one is worn off. Nope. I'm gonna have to look at the book and see what this one is. But for now, let's find a hose. Want to hook it up and put water to the system. There is the city water connection here, which maybe we'll fill up too. Check out that water pump and everything. First, I know the pump works, I've heard it, but let's just check the rest of the plumbing, make sure there's no other hoses blown off, disconnected anywhere, and then we can hook up the city water, make sure that side of things all works. Well, that was slightly unexpected and gross. So hooked up to our fresh water holding tank, no problem. Started turning on sinks to get the air out of the lines. There is a whole little area I'll show you inside for bypasses and valves for water. Got that turned on, and figure let's just get the antifreeze out of the holding tanks. Open up the gray water tank, no problem. Out came the antifreeze water. Open up the black tank, and yeah, if you've ever opened up a nasty auction car or RV fridge that's been sitting for 5 years, I'm gonna move. That's pretty horrible. I'll say it. That's he can't see me now. That was a pretty horrible smell. Let me see here. We've got our tanks, our water pump switches on. Freshwater tank is almost full. The sensor's probably off a little bit. Black water is empty. Gray water reads full. I know it's empty. So just have to be mindful of that. Maybe it'll clear up. Happens in the new camper too. But we've got our bathroom. Let's check out our toilet, see if that flushes. Well, that does what it's supposed to do. Probably don't need to show you much more of that. Sink, again, turns on, hot and cold. Same thing here in the shower. And let me show you in the back here, this little access real quick. All right, so back here we've got valves for, if you can see it, back there is a valve to bypass the water pump for winterizing. We have an actual water filter up here. I was surprised to see that. It's nice to see. And then you can see we've got our lines coming in. Here's our main water, city water. And here's our winterize, which goes right into the water system ahead of the, or downflow of the shutoff valve for the freshwater holding tank. So we've got plenty of things in here. And yeah. Again, we're not going to use the pump probably at all, but it's one of those things you should probably just make sure it works. And now I can go out, check out the freshwater, the city water, hook up and see how that works. Oh, all right, it still smells pretty bad out here, but you know what? The show must go on. Next I'm going to toss on just a basic inline water filter. We keep one of these up at the show regardless, but I figured we will bring up a new one for this year. Easy as pie. You just screw on the one little end here. All right. Actually, I got a plan. All right, it's going to be easy to screw this filter on first, and then screw it onto the camper, because I don't want to take the extra 40 steps to go and turn it off in the hydrant. Anyways, you can go and put that on. Let go of my kink in the hose. And there we go. Now if I go back inside or even to the outdoor kitchen, I should have water pressure again. So let's go over here and take a look. Alrighty, well, let's see if I got water pressure. I do. Alrighty, that is, as far as turning on water systems, that's about it. Let's see if we can take a look at that water heater quick and see if it fires up for us. Now again, like I said, I'm going to take that, that drain plug out of there, but I'm going to see if I can hear the gas trying to light. The LP tank is out, so hold on. I just turned on both tanks, but again, I think they're both super empty. I was trying to drain the last LP out of them, running the refrigerator, and well, it did that. So let's see if I can at least hear it tick, 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 and try it light. And if it does that, maybe I'll go steal a tank off of the Jayco. Again, we've got a switch up here on the panel for water heater. Huh. Oh, there's a bee in there. There's a hornet. I don't like hornets. I'm gonna go humanely remove him and grab an LP tank off the Jayco. So I'll be right back. Alrighty, well, I swapped the LP tank off of the Jayco. Got our water heater. Let's go ahead and hit that water heater switch inside and see what happens. Now, if I'm lucky, hit the switch in the tank and the water heater comes to life. Fault should be expected. Come on. Maybe. There we go. Well, All right, the water heater's on. I'm not gonna let it run too long just because that bottom drain plug is not in there super tight. But I wanted to make sure that that worked and it ran, and it does. That's the important part. So let's go ahead and cover this up so the bees can come back and make their home. You know, the other camper, I guess, the water heater's on the back side. So right here is kind of our common mingling area. So fridge, water heater over here. I guess what do you do? At least on those cool evenings, you'll get a little extra warmth. Anyways, one more thing I want to show you here. Alrighty, lastly, back here next to our power and satellite input, for winterizing, there is a tank flush option on this. So what you do is you hook up your city water, garden hose, whatever to this. And in the holding tanks, there's actually, especially the black water tank, there are some little kind of a spine inside with little ribs that have holes in them, and it showers water down over the sides of the tank to kind of help wash everything down and out of your holding tanks. So in the fall, when you are cleaning up for the season, make sure to do that. And turning off that valve inside, that's pretty much all it is. There's a couple of shutoff valves under the kitchen sink for the water heater. So winterizing this thing shouldn't be a huge challenge. I know our Jayco's got a little bit of a different setup for winterizing. So a whole control panel with all the bypass valves and everything. And I don't know what that was. Weird noise. Cat. Anyways. Yeah, I am happy with this. Everything seems to work. I don't have any glaring leaks from anywhere. So that's a good thing. But I think for right now, that's going to do it. A shorter video here for just a quick summarizing process. Summarize the summarizing. Anyways, our next video, we're going to come back, wrap up with our awning replacement. I need a helper for that, and she's currently working. So anyways, I hope this has been helpful. I know a lot of dealers offer winterizing and summarizing services for RVs, and it's really not terribly complicated. A couple of gallons of antifreeze to dump through the system in the winterizing port takes care of you. Make sure your tanks are emptied so you don't end up with what I ended up with. Yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching the video. If you haven't yet, hit subscribe for this content. If you like more of this motorhome RV type stuff, let me know. Drop a comment below. And till the next video, have fun doing whatever you're doing, and we'll see you soon. Bye-bye.